that guy. These boots have seen everything. Anything of use?
Wait. These markings. Tirsu script scratched in the ground. As I expected. A creche must be nested in the temple below. We must go there at once. Githyanki writing. Every word a wheel. Every letter a spoke. The most powerful texts are engraved in slate. Some so ancient, only the most erudite Gish can read them. You don't have to trust them, only to trust me. I have not failed you yet, and I have no intentions of it now. I don't need you to believe me for it to be true. Very well. But promise me we will return before our chance is lost, else I make my way there alone. Lead on, then.
I have something to ask.
Blessed be you, pilgrim. Take respite now in the dawn's loving
Looks
gaze.
like Lysander, god of the dawning sun.
Hello? Who's that? Ah, a friendly face. Oh, you are a sweet, sweet blessing, my dear. You know, I've had nothing but trouble all day. I've been accosted, chased, insulted. Look over there. Do you see that wretched little hive? Oh, it certainly looks that way. But inside, it is swarming with brutish, stupid, rude Githyanki.
Brutish and rude by your wretched standards. But stupid. Kchoki.
Your charming companion would call it a creche. But it was built on what remained after the Githyanki slaughtered all of the monks. I'd call it a murderous training camp.
Acutely observed on both counts.
Honestly, I was doing them a favor offering to buy one of their eggs. And how am I repaid? Attacked and run off like some transient. What? No, of course not. I was merely... well... Look, it's just an egg. The Society of Brilliance asked me to acquire one of their roe so they can incubate it and, once it hatches, raise the spawn in their tradition.
Please, do enlighten me. What is this tradition?
The Society believes a Githyanki raised in a peaceful, nurturing environment can overcome its violent nature. I'm sure your friend would agree. A Githyanki is as likely to forsake its violent nature as a gnome is to fly. You've been sipping from the same goblet as the Society. Perhaps you'd be willing to help then, to prove your point. They may have chased me away, but surely the Gith would welcome a person with such sympathetic views to their creche. And once inside, you could simply purloin an egg.
Steal one of Gith's own. I will slit your throat for even suggesting it.
I'm not talking to you. You'll be well compensated, of course. Just bring me an egg. I should hope so. When adventure calls, I am always thoroughly prepared. Take a look.
Don't be shy. Now, have you given any more thought to the retrieval of that? Oh, you wonder... Hold on. It looks different to what I expected. Are you sure that's a gith egg? Everyone needs a hobby, I suppose. But if you find a gith egg, do return it quickly, no matter how much you like it. What news of our little project? Have you found the egg? Well, what news of our little project? Now, so, where's the egg? Very well, but I'll make note of how much time you waste trawling through baubles. Happy, are we?
Wish I had a bag of holding. Here we go.
Approach the fairy in Lathander's grace. May his gaze shine upon you, pilgrim.
Be wary. This place is trapped.
I wonder what the next move is.
I've got nothing left to take, so you might as well shove off. Do I look like a bloody tour guide? All I know is the roof's the best nest spot on the whole Chionfa. I got there first, too, before the thieves showed up. Still, eagles are bigger. They just take. Nest, prey, everything. That's how it works here. Oh, sure, a nest. But it's not my nest. That's up on the roof with the eagles. Eagles are pricks. Some poor little tit who wasn't paying attention. Exactly right. Not all humans can grasp bird ethics. You should be proud. It's not even like the eagles need my nest. The drunk lizards they eat aren't hard to catch.
While quite vague, drunk lizards could well point to kobolds, who tend to operate in packs.
You? Kill an eagle? But if you think you can, then please, please kill the eagles. They're the worst. Thank you. I'll keep an eye on the roof. Rude bastards, those eagles. Deserve a little comeuppance.
I believe we're approaching the crash. Once we're inside, let me do the talking.
We need to find a way forward.
Just to be clear, you're going to lead us into a nest of Yankee marauders, and we're supposed to trust that will end well for us.
Is that a problem?
More a sign of the times, I suppose.
Maybe I need more pockets.
That might be worth a look.
Open up.
That's enough. On your feet.
Where are you taking us?
If this is about that weapon your friend was talking about, we don't have it and we don't know shit about it.
Silence! Move!
No. No, I'm not going in there. I won't.
Anyone want to join her? As I thought. Through the doors. Now! The captain is expecting you.
Forward, carefully. These cultists have the Kresh on high alert.
So the Githyanki aren't fond of the cultists. Could be a good thing.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Nothing was telling the truth. Didn't know anything. Little house under a hill somewhere. Don't remember. Path to Moonrise Towers. Absolute. Answering the call. Gathering. Coalescing. Preparing. Orders from the General. Chosen of the Absolute.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
Never a dull moment.
May the darkness protect you.
The Kresh must be nested in that temple. Our cure is close.
What do you mean, too drunk? It's not possible.
careful with any magic. Spells. Is someone crying?
My turn.
Let's end this.
Let's cook with fire, baby.
Come on, can't stay idle.
That won't work. Again.
Got to concentrate. Moving.
Watch this. What's it gonna take?
Can't afford to stay idle.
Hey ho.
Looking ahead. Always room for more. Don't give me trouble now. How much farther can I go? Let's see what this does. That's curious.
What's that?
The eagle seems satisfied, but keeps a watchful eye on you.
Still alive, so that's progress.
You can pass, but you're not to talk to me. Gross.
Very well.
Intruder! In my nest! This area was meant to be safe! Xavier, get behind Mummy! You would accuse me of a crime in my own home! Outrageous!
Try something else.
This is gonna feel good. I'm going to enjoy this.
Ready. No mercy.
It's screeching for help.
Glorious! Feathers bloody everywhere, mate! Feels good to be home in my nest. I'm sorry. I'm just a bird. I don't have things to give you. Although, when I escaped the eagles, I spotted Something buried near that ferry dock. Might be worth a look.
Let's have a look. Never wanted the easy path. I'll take that. Seems simple enough. Something over there. I've got a long road ahead.
What am I to do? Strike hard, strike fast.
I am fury. I am death. Time to strike. Fight forever, pal. Victory awaits. All right, Karlak, it's go time.
Can't give up now. can't stop me yet.
A guardian of faith spell. And a remarkably long-lasting one at that.
What's in here? Might be useful. Moving in. What's hiding here? And away I go. Huh, I'll give it a shot.
The monastery's notable keepers adorn these intricate panels. Lathendarian monasteries of this size were usually overseen by Dawn Masters, esteemed members of the clergy. The reconsecration of the monastery, conducted by Dawn Master Seed. Evensong before the Zenith Day, celebrated by Dawn Master Stockhold. Dawn Master Welkin Glory beckons forth the rising sun. Dawn Master Vasaid wielding the rest of the inscription and Dawn Master Vasaid. Dawn Master Welkin Glory. Dawn Master Seed.
That's curious. Come on, open up.
fallen Githyanki warrior. A creche must be close.
Your ground! Keep them busy! The thunder forgive me. We have to fire the lance.
Hope your soul is in good hands.
Wits and blades, always sharp.
time to rest. If not over, then through.
Stand your ground! Keep them busy!
That will fit in my pack. Here goes nothing.
Arskel Stockhold, Dawnmaster. From death, life.
Looks like any regular weapons I have work here too.
What's inside?
This blood sounds important. Could it still be here somewhere?
The thunder forgive me. We have to fire the lance.
What's next, I wonder?
Is that blood? No, never mind. What path lies before me? No traps, please. Something good here, I hope. Don't mind if I do.
Within the artifact, a feeling stirs. Uncertainty.
Your curiosity is getting the better of you. Do not let it. Stay away from the Githyanki. They're hunting you. They want the artifact.
Battle with Samaster.
They'll stop at nothing to take it from you.
For all to worship.
That's the Githyanki blade if ever I saw one.
That might be worth a look.
What should I do if the Chitrai takes me in for questioning? Why? Have you anything to hide? No. But he might scour through the whole creche in his search. Be calm. Those standing in truth need not fear Blackhead's gaze.
All right, what now?
Sentries to arms! Istik, state your purpose quickly.
Stand down, Gish. Is it not Vlaakith's command to welcome her faithful?
I expected no visitors, faithful or otherwise. Why have you come?
We seek the Zaithisk. Show me the way.
You are infected. A gate thrall is something to eradicate, not reason with.
The faithful may be purified. This is Vlaakith's protocol.
Fine. Let the Gustil carry out your fate. Report to the infirmary at once. And step carefully. Kreshjalak watches you.
Any word on the search for the artifacts, Rustil? Luke's words are food for gay spies. You should be better. Forgive me. It is an honor.
I heard they're making us join the patrol soon. The search must be going badly.
Hush, Quaniwell.
Gotta respect these Gith. They don't fool around.
Oh, I'm more than aware, trust me. I've had plenty of training in what to expect from them.
In that case, lead on, miss.
Something's on my mind.
Ugh. Blood? Rust? Scar? Is there no odious substance not smeared on this delivery? I'd heard this plane was disgusting, but I didn't think it would be like this. Most metals here fold like Istiks, much like Istiks themselves. But if you're so keen to extol their virtues, you can pay accordingly. On your way, then.
Do you remember that story? Yeah.
Which one? The Six Arm of Tunra? Void Seekers?
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
It was some
Used to love them. The ones about Kithrak Frost were my favourite.
La, da, da, da.
On my way. Listen.
I shall be here in my camp as the
No one back home will ever believe this.
If only the kid folk saw my martial prowess, she'd make me a song.
At least things have stayed interesting.
Wanna dance?
Let's move.
One day.
At the ready. I want to have a word.
What news of our little project? Have you found? Very well. But I'll make note of how much time you waste trawling through baubles. Happy, are we? What news of our little... Very well. But I'll make note of how much time you waste trawling through baubles. Happy, are we?
I have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
Your enemy, you take it. I'd already disarmed her.
For me.
Entirely too empty. Eggs at the very least.
Istik are permitted to view the birthing pools now. These are strange times. Step carefully while here. Our hatchery is protected by lethal safeguards. I do not wish to pick your remains from them. Amusing. You may speak to the Varsh if you wish, but stay away from the egg. There will be no second warning.
Watch how you go. There's a trap. Step carefully. There's a trap.
You can tell Kithrak Therazin that my position has not changed. The egg requires more time. Furthermore... Oh. I was not expecting an Istik. What brings you to my hatchery?
Failure at the first hurdle of existence. Most caretakers would crush it and be done.
Most caretakers would not give the child its fair chance. But I shall. There could be greatness in that shell.
You note that the hope in his voice is tinged with weariness. It's the voice of a man who's fought the inevitable for a long time.
Kithrak Therazin will give orders to destroy it. She will say it's a weakling. I'll give it a while longer. And if it doesn't hatch, it will have proven her right. You? What do you know about Githyanki child rearing? Still, the captain's due for an inspection any day now. And if she sees it here... Tell me, what will you do with it if I entrust it to you? That's what I feared. Still, I'm sure its nature will pervade, even if raised among lesser species. I can no longer ignore that Kithrak Thurizen's patience has its limits. Very well. Here. Take these. They will aid your approach to the egg.
God, it smells awful in here. Be wary. This place is trapped.
Large green egg with an uneven shell. You can see a vague outline of something within it.
Watch how you go. It's a trap.
An unhatched Githyanki egg should be the burden of a Vash, not a warrior, whether ascended or otherwise. And yet, I'm drawn to the warmth of it. A child of Gith and a servant of Vlaakith grows within. Keep it close. Perhaps in our care, it might yet hatch. And don't you dare pass it to that lunatic woman prowling the mountain pass. We must scout the crash. The purifier, the safest, will be in the infirmary. Kalir's clutch held 3 dozen eggs, more or less, though I've learned of creches that harbored 100. Humanoid. How I despise the term. Githyanki are quite superior to humans. Our biology slates state that Githyanki came to lay eggs after we escaped Illithid enslavement and took to the astral plane. It's an asexual process, a favorable change by any estimation. Hideous to imagine a life where I couldn't partake in the pleasures of sex without the looming threat of bearing children. Shukiani. Githyanki chosen by Vlaakith herself to bear young. The Queen assigns when and where they must lay, and how many eggs they must bear. The Shukiani pass their eggs in the material plane. In the astral, time barely passes. It is a meticulous process, carefully timed so that the eggs hatch at once. Go on then.
What to do? Let's see.
Vertical incision from pineal eye to end of notochord. Intestinal coloration consistent with samples 231 to 259. Do you have a question? Or are you just going to stand there gawking?
I am a child of Gith, not discarded rat flesh. Am I not due your respect?
Perhaps. Perhaps not. Let the Istik with you speak, and I will decide what respect you're owed. Nothing your kind is capable of understanding. The better question is, what brings an Istik to my infirmary? I have no desire to teach, though your request is understandable. You do not gain true knowledge by demanding it of others. It must be earned. Let's see what knowledge your labors have borne so far. Tell me, what is your understanding of ceremorphosis? The stupidity encouraged on this plane never ceases to amaze me. Listen carefully. The tadpole is a parasite. Once it consumes enough of your brain matter, it instigates an excruciating transformation. Every fiber, every sinew of your being is torn apart and reformed into the repugnant flesh of a geich or illithid. That is ceremorphosis. Is that so? Conscious of the tadpole's presence, yet able to pretend otherwise. Fascinating. You aren't the first Istik to require my treatment. Though you're the most lucid by some margin. Either your tadpole is special, or you are. We must find out which. Go to the Zaithisk. I will ensure you are cured. The apparatus at the top of those stairs. Quickly now. Time is of the essence. Even Githyanki rarely experiences Zaithisk. You are very lucky, Istik.
Not as bad as it could have.
Go on. My time is vital. Do not squander it.
The device is strange, made of taut flesh and pockmarked metal. It waits for something.
The Zaithisk. Vlaakith's purity distilled. My duty. My right.
The device is an ingenious synthesis of illithid anatomy and metal alloys. It hums with psionic energy, hinting at paths into unknown minds and unseen planes.
Stand aside! My time has come. Praise Vlaakith. Let it be done.
Sit, child. Let the Zaithisk end your suffering. You must focus on the parasite at all times. The Zaithisk will do the rest.
An unseen blade cleaves your mind in two. Impossible pain sears your bones and body in concert with Lae'zel's. The Zaithisk's psionic forces batter Lae'zel's thoughts. There is no chance she will survive this unscathed.
Yes, child. Speak the Talakit. Meditate on its verses.
You feel Lae'zel's mind rip and rupture. Is this purification? Is this the cure?
Out of my head!
You share in Lae'zel's agony. Every cell within her skull bursts into a constellation of fragments, sorted and reassembled. Lae'zel will die if she remains.
Yes, child. Jamar, Zala, Blackith, call to your queen! My queen! Hear me! That thing's killing her!
Your vision narrows. You sense myriad specters of Githyanki past. This is their fate. This is their anguish. The pain is too great. The visions flicker, but refuse to come into focus.
I am becoming pure! Yes, child. Face her will.
Your marrow quakes within your bones. Behind the pain, a new sensation rises. Power.
Remove her!
The Zaithisk overwhelms the both of you. The weight of the astral sea crushes your mind and spirit.
Enough! Damn it all! The parasite. I still feel it. I am Githyanki. I will not be Geich. My life's work gone. And yet she lives. And so does her parasite.
Her voice cuts with a fanatical edge, an obsession bordering on mania. If there's a chance the parasite lives, she wants it.
The Zaithisk does not fail. The only variable in this experience was you and your parasite. And I will uncover how this happened. Wait here. I will gather my tools.
That was too close. You were lucky I was there to save you once again.
I followed protocol. I kept to my faith. Yet the Zaithisk might have killed me. The Gustil tampered with it. Traitor! And there may be more still. This must be why the Inquisitors come. Vlaakith does not abandon Githyanki. The Zaithis was tampered with. There is no other explanation. Now hurry. We must go to the Chirai and inform him of the Doctor's sedition.
Take that.
This one is a true soul parasite. It can enhance you. You can absorb its potential. Open your mind to it. You already know how. You are not ready. That's all right. But try to overcome this resistance sooner rather than later. It will make things much easier for you.
Light on my feet.
A parasite. Take it. It might be useful. Vlaakith.
In the corner of the painting is a small symbol you can't quite place. You recall stories of a prince riding a comet just like this one. With sudden clarity, you realize it's the symbol of Orpheus, a forgotten hero from the tales of your youth.
The sign of Orpheus? Blasphemy! Would I could quarter the Vandal myself!
You take a moment to fully appreciate your masterpiece. She certainly looks a little less regal now.
A wretched display. I thought you better than such juvenile antics.
What is this? I need to get rid of it before the Inquisitor sees.
Shocky! When you have a chance to kill your enemy, you take it.
I'd already disarmed
her. Shocky! Why do you keep hesitating? My instructions were clear.
Because they don't make sense. Killing each other like this. It's stupid. Orpheus...
Silence! It seems your childish prattling is attracting an audience. You fight again. This time, daggers only. And to the death, as instructed. Who wants to challenge this sniveling Istark? You? Tuskva. My students do not waste their time fighting such weaklings. But as we seem so intent on doing things differently today, why not? Take a dagger, stranger. This exercise requires nothing more than a blade and a backbone. What are you waiting for? Begin!
I refuse. There has to be a better way.
Gillick. Kill him and put us all out of our misery. Another who lacks the nerve? It seems Val's idiocy is contagious. This is how we deal with a weakened enemy. Ah, a true warrior's kill. Quick, bloody, and a scream to curdle the stomach juices of Vlaakith herself. Move him out of the way. We've wasted enough time already. You are well on your way to being gate food. Do better!
This gift slate looks like the other.
To the Inquisitor at the creche. The Sathisk's failure must be reported. My own Savage would never have threatened a youngling. A waste of time and energy. The pupils themselves culled the weak from their ranks. I myself felled 4 of my own classmates once Kalir had 100 times circled Tyrell. Survival. My people have no use for cowards. Every trainee that I slayed was either too weak to withstand the lessons, or was cocky enough to pick a fight they could never win. They underestimated me, so they paid the price. The Githyanki are only as powerful as their weakest warrior. Jaquith de Venzir, the termination of the frail, strengthens us.
Your mind connects with Lae'zel's, and together you envision the Githyanki disc.
Another part of the Orpheus tale. This one has been translated to Common. Fine. The Prince of the Comet, Part 2. The Prince of the Comet, Orpheus himself, led his honor guard into battle. Their red dragons bellowed with righteous anger, and the heavens erupted. The glorious prince cried to all who could hear him, "Praise be to my mother Gith, the queen of the one sky, sacrificed to the hells by the renegade Vlaakith." But the true heir, the Prince of the Comet, could not overcome Vlaakith's knights and their ill-gotten worms. Mighty Voss, Gestil Kithrak, lit the astral sky aflame. When the ash had cleared, beloved Orpheus was gone. True heir, glorious prince, there's no greater crime than to exalt the pretender called Orpheus.
Surely the Kithrak could go look herself if it's so important.
Feel free to suggest it. I'm sure she'll appreciate your input.
Think the Kithrak will...
Please, Chitrai, I can explain. The latest batch of cultists knew nothing of the Astral Prism. They were just trying to find Moonrise. They all head there. My Gish have drafted plans to assault the tower. They are ready to fight, Chitrai. We could sift the missing artifact from the tower's ashes if you would give us...
Quiet. Find the astral prism, Therazin. My patience falters.
Yes, Chirai. You heard him! Go!
Do as she says. She remains your Kithrak. For now.
Oh no. I hate wolves.
You scared of wolves, Shadowheart?
Everyone's frightened of something. My fear's hardly irrational when you see the fangs on those things. I suppose you've noticed I'm not terribly fond of wolves. I've always been terrified of them, ever since I was a child. I showed you my memory of when I was lost in the woods. It can hardly come as a surprise. The Mother Superior wasn't above using it against me. If I disobeyed, sometimes instead of a whipping, she'd threaten to drag me to a wolf den. Never failed to bring me back in line. Why is it always the bad memories I can still recall? In any case, I'll be keen to avoid them. You're unlike the Mother Superior, then. Maybe that's what I like about you. You're different.
An Istik in my creche. You are one of the mercenaries sent to bring the weapon.
The Istik is with me, honored Kithrak.
So noted. But my question goes unanswered. Do you bring the weapon?
Don't tell her anything.
He speaks the truth, Kithrak.
A Sharlak? Among us? Whom would you accuse? The Gustil? A strong accusation from the mouth of an Istik. The very same said to hold the weapon we seek. Shema Zalavlakith. Give it to me! No? Then I will take it from your corpse!
Watch this! I will not know shame.
Another fight. Let's go. Another step forward.
little help, please.
Got it.
No time to waste.
Sometimes the only way out is through.
Oh, that's dealt with. But she wasn't the one pulling the strings here.
Better not be cursed.
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
Hey, good looking.
Still breathing, despite everything. Let's have a look. Bet that will fit in my pack. On my way. Looking ahead. Is that blood? No, never mind. Let's get going.
Who would be? Oh, it is you. Make haste. We have business to conduct.
I've got a long road ahead.
pace is even more foreboding than the rest of the crash.
You said it.
Do you think this Inquisitor person is really going to help us?
It's never been that simple before. I don't know why it would be now.
Esteemed guest, please approach. We have much to discuss. My Arden spoke of one of our kin that escaped a crashing Geich slave vessel.
Chitrai. Vlaakith's justice in flesh.
You have accomplished much, child. I am pleased to finally meet you. I heard there is so much goblin blood on your hands that it soaks their children's nightmares. To business. I suspect you plucked something precious from the Geich ship. Something that belongs to us. The weapon. Give it to me.
Don't do it. The weapon is how I protect you.
Do it. Do not disobey the Inquisitor.
Indeed. And what does it protect you from? If you hear that voice at all, then you are infected, and it is my people who need protecting from you. Hitasith! Crush Yillik with me to the death.
I will not know failure.
try me.
Inquisitor Wargas was potent. We are impressed.
My queen. Scarthai.
You are permitted to look upon me. You are invited to kneel.
The Deathless Queen has spoken. You will obey.
These attendants you keep, you taught them well, my child, my Lae'zel.
Chma Zalav Lakith. You know me.
Erlon of Kalir speaks most highly, as did Achaya before. You seek purity. I may yet grant it. Istik, you bear that which is ours. But are you friend, or are you thief? No! It is not yours! To own something is to know it. That weapon you carry. The Astral Prism. It is corrupted.
I will cleanse it for you, my queen. Tell me how.
There is someone inside. Their mind is warped, broken, a blight. They are an agent of the Grand Design, sent to sabotage the Astral Prism. Our last defense against the return of the Illithid Empire. As long as they live, the prism is compromised. Kill them! Do this, and I will cleanse you and your allies. Do this, and ascend!
Ascension. My queen. An honor gained. A burden borne. You must accept. Refuse, and you will know my fury.
Use the Planecaster's power to enter the artifact. Be wary of the creature's lying tongue. Cut it out if you must. You will not leave this room until it is done.
Shma Zalav Lakith. We will not waste a second. Vlakith has spoken. Do not leave this room except to enter the prism. Turn your back on me, and you will feel my blade against it.
No one's stopped me yet.
The Undying Queen has spoken. Insert the artifact into the Cresh's Planecaster. We will kill the threat inside, and I will have Lakith's eternal regard. She will cleanse me. She will ascend me.
My orders were to keep the artifact safe, not pry into it. But I'd be lying if I said I wasn't curious as to what exactly it's hiding.
Not in the habit of arguing with gods, but I'm not sure what to do. Whatever might be corrupted about the prism, It's helped us thus far. Not sure I trust the Gift Queen not to crush us once we've done what she asks.
What's inside? Slow down.
A long way to go still.
I have a lot on my mind.
Don't do it!
Well, in it.
Heat rises out of the astral prison as it begins to flower. Your mind burns hot with excitement. The concentration of psionic force is small but unmistakable. This must be a pocket of the astral plane.
Boundless. Timeless. Like every dream that ever was stitched together. It is home.
With haste. For me. Traps, please.
So you came, in spite of all my warnings. Disappointing. Come, we will talk in private. Just the two of us. Suit yourself. But only the leader of your group is coming in. I will not allow anyone else.
Go on, soldier. If anything goes wrong, I'll come in swinging.
I may have made a mistake trusting you. I told you to stay away from the Githyanki, but you just couldn't help yourself. Could you? And now, you've come here to murder me. I told you I stole the artifact from someone. Well, I stole it from Vlaakith. Since then, she has become desperate. Vlaakith wants me dead because I know her secret. It is a secret so great that if her people ever found out, that would be the end of her rule, the end of her. That same secret is how I've been protecting you from the Absolute. I can hear your thoughts. You think I'm lying. Vlaakith warned you that I would try to deceive you. But consider this. What reason have I to deceive you? I want the same thing as you. Freedom. I'm on your side. I have been since the very beginning. It seems I was right to put my faith in you after all. Thank you. Vlaakith will be furious, to make no mention of your Githyanki companion. The Lich Queen fears nothing more than the loss of her empire. The knowledge I have of her deception will bring that about. Godlike in power, yes, but with none of the sanctity. Vlaakith is lying to her people. She pretends to know how Gith destroyed the Mindflayer Empire. In truth, she knows nothing. If the Illithid Empire were ever to return, she would be incapable of stopping them. And if her people found out about her impotence, there would be mutiny, revolution, the end of her rule. But that very power, the power to resist Illithid control, which Vlaakith only pretends to know, is how I've been protecting you. I suppose she hoped to extract it from my corpse. Since you spared me that fate, she will come for you. As do I. I have delayed long enough. The next attack is overdue, and I can't risk you being caught in the middle of it. I need you out there, searching for the Absolute. You were on the right path, to Moonrise Towers. Return to it. I hope you are ready to face Vlaakith's wrath. The entire Kresh stands ready to kill you in her name. Good luck.
Speak. Have you killed my queen's enemy?
Vlaakith does not lie to her faithful. Open your mind. Show me.
Your mind tingles. Lae'zel seeks entrance. Your thoughts become one. She sees the truth of your confrontation in an instant.
Vlaakith Tafkinazin. I see only madness. Vlaakith bears the full might of Tunarath's arms, and the covenant of the Great Mother Gith. Skvar! We are leaving this place, now!
Let's see what this does.
I'm glad you came to your senses. Now leave, before the others come for us.
Vlaakith. Vlaakith! I have wielded your fury as a blade, roared your wrath as a dragon. You promised ascension. Yet I crawl among my own people, low as an asp's belly.
Skaketh! I followed your path. What good? This heart of stone, for it to be shattered. She tests me. A trial of faith. Kalir prepared me. Only the heaviest souls soar to the astral. Yes. Yes. I might gain Vlaakith's favor yet. Silence! I must think.
Never a dull moment. Open up.
Lathander bids the setting sun a fond farewell. The statue starts to rotate.
Damn thing is
but its
jammed
rusty
shut.
mechanism jams
One time like
stuck. The
this.
statue starts to rotate, but its rusty mechanism jam. The statue starts to rotate, but its rusty mechanism jams stuck.
Ah, nearly had it.
The statues revealed a hidden door. Curious.
Battle has taken its toll. I should rest.
Remarkable that this stayed hidden all this time.
If thou readst this, trespasser, turn back, lest your life be forfeit.
Go for a good meal.
And these things have stayed interesting. Moving ahead.
clouds grow heavy. Best to make camp.
Remarkable that this stayed hidden all this time. Fall by my hand. To put my hands on everything. What to do? Still alive, so that's progress. Something good here, I hope. Wonder
I wonder if this is worth the cost. May the gods take you first.
Let my name be known. On I go.
My word. Got it.
Shouldn't have wished to live more interesting times. What's hiding here? No traps, please. Don't waste a step. Seems simple enough.
Walk in the way
That
of
might be worth a
dawn,
look.
for Lathander cannot protect you where the light doth not reach.
Who there, wanderer? Stay thy course a moment to indulge an old man. May I inquire if perchance you retain among your traveling companions a man who adheres to the given name of Gale? Should it be the nature of our acquaintance that interests you, well, you may safely classify Gale and I as friends. Should it be the nature of your present interlocutor that you desire to drag from the dark and unknown, I shall be glad to aid in your quest for illumination and identify myself as Elminster. Elminster Ormar. Now, if this answer satisfies you, let us linger no longer in this limbo of indecision, but settle on your knowledge of the individual I seek. Ever a man of leisure. Would it pain you greatly to assist me along the little voyage I intend to undertake to this aforementioned camp? And I would confirm it to be so. Please, after you. My thanks for your excellent guidance. Ah, and yonder I spy the object of my pursuit.
Elminster?
The very same, Gale. And a fair bit miffed he is, too, finding himself forced to expose his best pair of boots to so many miles of country road on your behalf.
I don't understand. How so on my behalf?
I was bid to spare neither time nor my own self to find you. She sent me, Gale. You know of whom I speak.
But why? Out with it, Elminster. Please.
Young man, has your sojourn away from Waterdeep washed away your decorum as well as your patience? Nigh a 10-day I've gone without honest fare, worthy of the name, drank naught but what the sky entitled my thirst. Why, some bread, cheese, and a cup of wine would appear unto me a feast. Surely you won't begrudge me a mite of rest and repast before I get out with it. And a great kindness that would be. See, Gale, even in these barren parts, the art of hospitality begets inspired new works, if only one keeps up the practice.
Oh, for the love of...
Fine, fine. I'll turn a deaf ear to the clarion calls with which my scorned stomach beseeches me. Graver matters are at hand. Plenty to digest, after all. A good deal to stew over, if you will. Words ladled with import should be savored so as to better absorb their meaning. Wouldn't you agree?
Elminster.
Right. You see, that is to say, Gale, my boy, I've come to address a most pressing matter. I'll speak as plainly as I can, forswearing the accustomed frills that decorate my speech. I'm here on behalf
of Mistra. The message and the charge I bring you are hers.
Oh, Mistra's delicate feet are ill-suited for the hardships of the road.
You know where you went wrong, Gale. No, we needn't dwell on that here and now. But even so, you're to be given a chance of redemption.
Mistra would consider forgiveness.
She would consider what she considers to be forgiveness. Mistra is aware of the misadventures that have befallen you both. She knows of your strife with the Absolute, that most insidious of evils. They choose the instruments of their will with great precision. Sometimes the single drops we think we are do not realize what waves we are building up to be. Do not discount yourself, and by the same token, do not discount your enemy. You must know that the Absolute is more dangerous than you can possibly conceive. It threatens all who live, even those who are undying. It threatens the gods, the weave, the very fabric of the universe itself. That is why I have come here to charge you, Gale, with its destruction. It is Mistra's belief that only you can. I doubt not your conviction, but Gale has an unnatural advantage.
The orb.
Precisely. Mistra has granted me the power to stop the clock, as it were, on the orb's rush to overpower you. Instead, you will be able to unleash its lethal combustion at will.
Interesting. This could be help, or hindrance. We shall have to see.
You must find the heart of the Absolute, whatever that may be, and use yourself as the catalyst that will burn it from this world.
He is not. But it seems that Mistra is.
It brings me no pleasure saying this, my friend, but such is Mistra's will. Yours must be the sacrifice that will undo the Absolute, and for your sacrifice you will be redeemed. Such is Mistra's promise. With that, I've said my sorry piece, and need only bestow unto thee the charm I was bid. Mina hastra mistraril Italion thras annas dithra. It is done. Both charge and charm have been committed into your care. To you, I commit into care Gale himself. I count on you to shepherd him well on this strangest of journeys.
On my honor, I'm not sure yet I can say the same.
Like moons make swell and wane the nescient seas, so too the sky-strewn gods ordain the tidal fates of mortal days. And yet, an ocean born in lonely hours, come ebb, come flow, come all that is beyond the breadth of our dominion. Be a moon unto yourself. Even the waves of fate can break upon the shores of will. Farewell, my friend.
Farewell, Elminster. I'm glad she chose you.
First in my heart.
An audience with Elminster is never less than memorable. I'd have hoped to introduce you to him in less dire circumstances. But those are hard to come by these days. The Doddering Act is merely an illusion, one he's most adept at maintaining. Elminster is the most formidable wizard in the realms, perhaps in existence. For Mystra to have sent him, the severity of her bidding could not be clearer, or weigh more heavily on me. Time seems so infinite when you're young. A month is an age. A year is a lifetime. It is a strange feeling to realize how little of it one might have left. Of course. Kind of you to stop by.
Hope you're keeping well, friend.
Ready. Whatever it takes.
Lizelle, do you want to talk about what happened at the creche?
Trust me, you'll know when I'm ready to discuss it.
Fair enough. But if you change your mind...
It is not a matter of mind. It is a matter of faith. And I have been put to the test.
I'll go this way.
I have a lot on my mind.
I can't believe Mystra actually expects Gale to just sacrifice himself like that. Seems like a waste of a fine mind.
Fine. What's on your mind?
How are you holding up? Don't be so modest.
Elminster. Even the Githyanki have heard tell of the Sage of Shadowdale. Some of his works have been translated to Tirsu. That doesn't mean his every word carries wisdom, however. Near as I can tell, Mystra demands Gale's faith, but holds no faith in him. Why else would she demand Gale sacrifice himself, and perhaps so many others? Does she not think he can destroy the Absolute with his own immense talents? Does she not know the mighty company that he keeps? Demanding Vlaakith may be, but she acts for the good of the Githyanki people. Mystra is concerned only for herself. Bah, perhaps he'd find forgiveness in a fiery death. But I can't help but wonder why he'd want it at all. An unhatched Githyanki egg should be the burden of a Vash, not a warrior, whether ascended or otherwise. And yet, I'm drawn to the warmth of it. A child of Gith and a servant of Vlaakith grows within. Keep it close. Perhaps in our care, it might yet hatch. And don't you dare pass it to that lunatic woman prowling the mountain pass.
Best be on my way.
Oh, was that Gale's granddad? It doesn't ring a bell. But all right. Must have had something important to say to Gale if he came all this way. Good news, I hope. Whoa now, he's got a... Well, I guess that would explain a little, but... Mistra? I mean, this is a lot to take in. What's he going to do? Fuck me. There's devotion and then there's stupidity. If the god of magic can't handle this without sacrificing Gale, she's no god at all. Poor Gale. He must be in bits after hearing that. I'll distract him. Tell him I haven't read a book since secondary school. Watch his face melt off. Funny you should ask. I was just thinking about what would have become of us without that Nautiloid. I mean, I know where I'd be. Trapped in Avernus still, with the Blade of Frontiers on my tail. But what about you? I can picture you getting mixed up in some outrageous shit. Giants, beholders, Thayans, the works. Maybe once we've wrapped up the current shenanigans, we'll rest a bit and find some new heap of troubles to throw ourselves at.
Supreme Kithrak, has Vlaakith sent you to slay me with your own blade?
I've not come to kill you, Lae'zel. I've come to aid you.
Don't trust him.
Skakek Kier Gith Shabeleth. My blade rests. Mother Gith compels you to listen. I knew you would fight, and I knew you would win. I needed to ensure Vlaakith's trust. This was the only way. I know you carry the astral prism, Lae'zel. Within it lies the seed of Vlaakith's demise, and I intend to help you bring it to fruition.
Vlaakith's demise? Skaketh! I should run you through for suggesting it.
If they have not said, they must have good reason, and I won't be the one to betray them. But the one inside's chosen you as an ally, protects you with their power. That very power will be the end of Vlaakith's tyranny. The Prism's tenant must be let loose. I've sought their freedom for eons. When the Prism went missing, I feared the worst. Instead, you've granted the opportunity I've so long awaited. All that remains is the key that unchains them. And I've found someone who I believe can provide it. Bring the prism to Baldur's Gate. I'll be waiting in a taproom called Shares's Caress. That is where we decide the fate of my people. Lae'zel, together we will break our chains and be Vlaakith's slaves no longer.
I am no slave, just still Kithrak. The Undying Queen is my freedom. It is she who will purify me, and she who will ascend me.
Lies, Lae'zel, every last one. There is no purification, no ascension. The Zaith-Isk does not purify, it extracts memory and kills the infected. Nor does the Lich Queen glorify the Ascended. She feeds on most all of them to grow her power and pursue godhood.
Madness! You flood me with this heresy. I will hear no more of it. I served Vlaakith the whole of my life. Learned her words, fought her battles, yet she names me her Sharlak. Your words carry truth.
I will meet you in Baldur's Gate. Do not make me regret it.
Lae'zel, I see Talak Magir in you, sister in freedom. Together we will be our people's light. Take this. It is a Quanith, a psionic detector. The Queen's warriors hunt you. The Quanith will sound you out when you come near their portals. I should go. Vlaakith's gaze pierces the seas and skies. She believes me loyal, and I can't afford her mistrust. Keep the astral prism close. Let no one take it from you. Slay any who try. Now to Baldur's Gate. I'll be waiting, Lae'zel.
Vlaakith Kosivim Chrath Crashet. Only in Vlaakith may we find light. These were the first words I ever read on Tirsu slate. But they are no mere aphorism. They are law. They are creed. The root from which the 10,000 protocols stem. Forsake one protocol, and forsake Vlaakith. Forsake Vlaakith, and be the blood and meat which sates her dragons. If Voss speaks true, if Ascension is a lie, if tadpole purification is a fairy tale, then I have not sinned against Vlaakith. She has sinned against me. I'd never thought Vlaakith a tyrant, or me as a vassal. She was the source of my might, and I the envoy of her will. A warrior, a champion, a destroyer. But if Voss is right, and Vlaakith consumes the Ascended to gain power, then I am no destroyer. I am mere livestock, bred to be harvested and devoured. Every Githyanki is a slave with a singular purpose. Not to cull the Geich, not to prevent their grand design, but to raise Vlaakith to true godhood. Ascension is a young Githyanki's greatest honor. Long ago, the Geich enslaved my people. They dominated our minds and bred us for war, until Great Mother Gith took a hammer to our bonds. From the day of our hatching, young Gith have one purpose: to train hard enough to slay a Geich and take its head. Then, we speak the rite of Ascension, and a red dragon comes to fly us to Vlaakith in Tunarath, City of Death. We are honored with an eternal home in the Astral, celebrated for our victory. We are ascended. Or so I believed. Yes, we'll meet Kithrak.
I didn't expect Lae'zel to turn on the Lich Queen so readily. Wonders never cease.
So we're going to meet Voss in the city, are we? Set the tenant of the prison free? This is all very, I don't know. I like a good caper, but I'd long for a tiny bit of status quo now and again. We were both part of Zariel's inner circle. Her by choice, me by force. In the grand scheme of things, I'm inconsequential to Zariel. Sure, I've got the engine, but I wasn't even her strongest fighter. But she favored me like a child favors a captive pet. Mizora envied the attention, I suppose. I'm sure when Zariel gave her the order to hunt me down, Mizora was delighted.
That's no ordinary darkness. It feels powerful and familiar. Stay on your guard.
Are you the true soul? A thousand sorries, true soul, but I gotta warn ya. Grab a torch, stay out of the dark, and move fast. The shadows have eyes. Go on.
I'd love to, thanks.